What is going on, everybody? It is me, your boy Perucho, and guys, it's been a hot freaking minute since I've done an episode of Percast, and you guys know how desperately I've been talking about wanting to do this. And I've recently connected with my friend that honestly, he's my first coworker, and honestly, there's no other better coworker than him. Honestly, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you, yo, right here with me is Enmanuel. Yo, introduce yourself, bro.
Yo, what's good, everybody? My name is Enmanuel, also known as Manny. I met Z. We were working at the same IT company about like 2 years ago or so, almost 3 years, I guess. But my boy Z, man, I'm sorry. Like, this guy is a G. There's no way to gas him. There's no over gassing him. This guy's a fucking G.
Yo, nah, dude. Oh my god, dude. Honestly, if I'm gonna be for real with you, like when I first met you, and then like evaluating you as a person, like I think it was like during my second job or something like that. Like I just like look up to you. Honestly, I'm like, damn, I want to be like you. Like just how you were as a person. I'm like, not only are you professional, but then like as a person, as a friend, and you're just super cool, dude. That like honestly, man, I'm so glad I met you in my life, dude. Honestly, even though we don't talk, like I still think about you. Like, dude, that's my boy for life, bro. Like I'll never forget this guy.
Hell yeah, bro. And back at you too, bro. And it's funny because I've seen you fucking grow, bro. Like I've seen you go through your self-development, bro. Like you came in, you were on the heavier side and you dropped a shit ton of weight. I remember we got real close. We went to remember we went to Lead 21 that time?
That's actually a question or a story I'm bringing about, dude. But yeah, dude, guys, and I'm gonna be for real with you guys. I thought I went to my first club with somebody else, but no, this guy right here was the first person to drag me out of my freaking comfort zone to a freaking club. And I'm like, yo, well, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, essentially, yeah, Enmanuel, I met this guy at my first job. If I'm for you early heads here that have been here for quite a while, I talked about this during, well, I haven't talked about exactly, obviously, where I've located at, but yeah, me and Manny worked at the same job beforehand. And dude, the first impression this guy gave me. So when I first went to the job and I'm like, okay, this is my first time being obviously like as an employee. And I'm like, all right, I got to try to keep this professional and not talk to my coworkers. Like nice to chill. Like, hey, how's it going? Hey, what's up? This guys. So this guy sends me a Teams message and his first message was, yeah. And I'm like, what the hell? Yo, dude, I was cracking the F up, bro. I'm like, there's no way my coworker just messaged me. Yeah. Dude, guys, I'll never forget that. I went to my desk and then the supervisor was like, oh yeah, just ask this guy if you need any help or anything like that. And then, he messages me saying that. And I'm like, yo, what the hell, dude? And then honestly, if I'm gonna be for real, when I first saw that message, I felt like I was able to be myself with you, like just super chill. And I'm like, okay, at least I know I have somebody in the office that I could just vibe, be a clown, do whatever. Like, what was your head? I want to understand it. What was going through your head just to send that message, bro?
I don't know, bro. I kind of threw it out there because the manager told me that we were like the same age, and he told me you were from city areas. Like, all right, this motherfucker has to speak Spanish. He has to be some sort of hood. And I just threw it out there. I'm glad it was received well though, because imagine getting a fucking white boy and then he's like, yo, what do you mean? What does this mean?
Yo, guys, oh my god, that was just so freaking funny to me. Honestly, it made my whole entire day. And honestly, bro, ever since you did that, like people that I feel like are cool or like they're probably like our age range too. I message them now. Like sometimes when they ask me, they're like, hey Zamir, I'm like, yeah, it was good. And they laugh at me. Dude, I stole that from you, bro. I like that.
You stole my secret sauce, bro. I'm gonna have to charge you.
Bro, cause like I get what's the word for it? Like it kills like all seriousness. Like they know that they could just like, be themselves with you. They could get comfortable with you. So that's why like you obviously have to know who's the right person to throw that to, right? You can't just throw that to like, let's say to like a C-level executive. You can't just throw it like you're unless like imagine you throw that
to I still do that shit. What the fuck would happen to C-level? I'm still doing that shit.
Yo, I was gonna say, I mean, if you vibe with them and you talk to them and they're from the hood and such, then yeah, I'll probably throw that at them. But like, let's say it's your first day, you're not gonna send them a message and say you're Oh my freaking god! But yeah, like I was saying before, bro, it's just like that. That I just wanted to know your mentality, and you just said since you got the info on me and such, and you know how I guess my age and whatnot, you're like this guy's cool. He's probably cool. He should receive this pretty well.
Yeah, exactly. And I just threw it out there, so
Dude,
yes, sir.
like I said, man, I use that every so often, and it gets people like they're like what, and then or they just like they laugh or they like do the reaction emoji like laughing their asses off to that, and it's keep doing that, bro. Keep doing that to some people that you probably just met or some of your coworkers. But guys, one thing's for sure is when me and Enmanuel work together, guys, like this, God bless this dude's soul, bro. So I'm pretty sure I talked about this in the channel before, but guys, that commute from my first job was crazy, dude. Like, Emmanuel, I don't know if you remember, but my commute there was 2 hours going there and then 2 hours back. So guys, I literally had to waste about 4 hours of my freaking life just to go to work and back. But dude, Manny just being like such a dope person, kind dude. Dude. If you guys ever meet Manny, just know he's the GOAT, bro. Because this guy, I think our supervisors is like, yo, can you drive Zim home? And you're like, yeah, sure, why not, right? Yeah, so like you didn't mind at all, even though you just met me and such to drive me back home. Because like I don't know, I feel like it might take some people for a bit to like get to know them and such, just to know they're not gonna do anything to them or whatnot. But like you were just cool with it.
Yeah, hell yeah. I remember I used to even pick you up at your house too.
Yeah, you know what?
That was like a week after, or a couple weeks after, I think.
Yo, I just remember something. So I think it was the second day second day of the job. You're gonna pick me up, guys. I recorded this too, or I did a live stream before going to work, and then you texted me saying I'm outside. I'm like, oh crap, dude, I gotta finish this quickly. And then so like yeah, so whatever I was doing. Manny's not gonna know this, but for you guys, if you go look up on my channel, it's like the Easy A for the Goku and Frieza LR thingamajiggy. That's when Manny texted me saying that I'm here. So obviously I had to finish the thing quickly, or I think I just ended the stream, and then from there, I gotta leave my house and go to work, and then I just acted normal like me, like I wasn't doing BS like beforehand. But yeah, I forgot about sometimes you would pick me up from my house too and such.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I would pick you up smelling like hella bodega because at the time I was helping the family at the bodega we have in Jersey City, and then I pick you up. I smell like hella bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches, but hey, we made it happen.
This guy's doing God work, bro. Because I remember one time he brought chopped cheese into our office because I've never had chopped cheese in my life. So I'm like, yo, do you think you could even though it took a while though, but like I'm like, yo, you're
but
no, you were busy though. So I'm like, I don't blame Manny. He's busy all the time. He has a lot of things going on. And then one day he messaged me, I'm pretty sure saying like, yo, I'm bringing you the chopped cheese today. I'm like, let's go. And then I had it. And I'm like, dude, this was busting, dude. This was pretty busting. Do you still work at the bodega by any chance or not? Or do you visit there?
Well, actually, I do. Like, it's funny that you mentioned it because this weekend I'll be there. And I was there last weekend too because my mom is traveling to the Dominican Republic. So whenever she travels, I go and I help my brother out. So he's not alone over there.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, and then one thing too, guys. Even while this guy like drives me back home and like takes me to the office sometimes, not once has he asked for gas money at all, dude. Like, bro, I think I was willing to give you money for obviously gas because I don't want to be like a freeloader and be like, nah, yo, I'm gonna take advantage of this guy. No, bro, I want to like pay like my part and like give you at least a portion of your gas, and you're like, nah, keep that. I'm like, bro, why?
Yeah, of course, bro, of course. And it wasn't all that crazy. Like, it was kind of on the way home a little bit. It was a little bit off the road, but it wasn't too crazy. Plus, we used to always do. Remember on Fridays, we would always do the Wawa Fridays, yo.
Oh my god, I forgot about that, yo. Oh, dude, you just unlocked a core memory of mine, yo. Oh my god, wow, dude.
I used to look forward to that shit, bro. Like Friday, we're about to go home and we got the milkshakes and whatever the fuck.
Yeah, dude. Oh, dude, I forgot dude. Wow. That's how, dude. Dude. Wow, Fridays, dude. You just unlocked the deep memory of mine, Manny. Holy freaking hell! And I think we used to like.
You remember the straws? Oh my god, I used to fucking hate those stupid ass straws, bro. They have these fucking cardboard straws that melt, bro. And you can't even eat the fucking milkshake. Oh my god.
Yeah, guys, I remember. I'm pretty sure it was like during the pandemic or sometime afterwards that like I think most stores like replaced plastic straws for like to get the environment better and whatnot. And they replaced plastic straws with the paper straws, and then that would piss me and man, because like we're trying to like freaking drink the milkshake, and like dude, it was just like dissolve in like freaking like a minute or two after like trying to sip on it, and we're like, bro, come on, dude, and we just get hella tired at it, and I'm like, bro, oh my freaking god, dude, damn, I'm surprised you remember that, dude. I did not remember that. I did not remember that.
Bro, I remember everything, bro. Come on, bro.
Dude, oh my god. Guys, that's how you know, dude. Even though we haven't talked like it's been like a year or so, something like that?
It's been like almost 2 years. Because I remember I did 2 years at the company that I'm at. And
because I remember we talked beforehand, right?
What?
Like we talked about beforehand about something. About like I think we were just catching up and such, but then afterwards we haven't talked for each other for like a while.
Yeah, we've been talking about just like regular platonic shit, not like boy shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
make it happen, though. And we gotta hit the club again, bro. So,
dude, you know what I just recently discovered? I am an ambivert, bro. Like, I did not.
What?
An ambivert.
What the fuck is that, bro?
So throughout my whole life, throughout my whole life, I almost spilled my water bottle. I thought I was an introvert. Well, not thought. I knew I was an introvert because of like the way I act and whatnot. And I just be shy around people, like being scared, like to talk to people sometimes. Even though like after I know somebody and then I get comfortable, I'm like, oh, okay, I could just be, yada yada, be myself. But then not too long ago, like this girl I met, I think it was like 2 or 3 or 4 weeks ago, somewhere around there. We talked and whatnot, and then we were messaging each other too. I was going on for my walk, and she said, I don't get introvert vibes from you, and I'm like, nah, I'm pretty sure I'm an introvert throughout my whole life. Like I obviously nobody knows yourself more than you, right? That's right. What the saying goes. And then she's like, no, because like the way because we met each other. There was like an event for rock climbing, and then from there, usually I try to talk to people, so I could have like some people to talk to, and then obviously there was a bunch of people, not a bunch, but like there was a few amount of people for the event, and I wanted to know who's climbed there and whatnot, and like ask them what I improve and whatnot and shit. And there was this one person I met, and dude, we just vibed easily. It was like PB and J, dude. Like you and me, like essentially when we first met, we're just like so cool, so comfortable talking to each other. And that was just me with some other person. We were like it was just so lit. And then essentially afterwards, everybody thought like, do you know that guy? I'm like, no, that's my first time ever meeting that guy. They're like, what the hell? You guys act like you were best friends since like 4 years ago. So I'm like, what? And I'm like, no, I just literally met that guy. And they're like, what the hell? And then that's what she used, I guess, as a reference, or not a reference, but like to tell me is like, you're not an introvert. And then I'm like, no, there's no freaking way, dude. Because like I said, I know myself. I know how I could be around people sometimes. And then there has been times too beforehand, like there's either like a group of like people at like my 2 previous jobs at this point that like they'll have conversations together, but then like I like won't participate in it because one, either I don't know how to jump into it, or 2 is like I don't want to be rude, or like I just rather let them be, right? But then afterwards I was thinking about it, and then actually what made me think about this was like I went to a party last week with my friends because we went to a PAX East. I was just like, being me, I was just like being sociable and such. And I'm like, dude, what the hell? Yeah, this is not what introvert people do. And then I'm like, is there a word between being, an introvert and extrovert? I looked it up and it said ambivert. I'm like, is that what it is? And then I looked and then I see it. I'm like, an ambivert is essentially, so like, let's say, depending on the situation, I could either be an introvert or an extrovert. So obviously, if I'm at a party, I got to be an extrovert, right? I got to like, socialize, talk, drink and whatnot. Yeah. But then when I'm with like around like other people that I don't vibe with, or like essentially like I never met before, that's when I'll become an introvert. And yeah, that I found out during that day I'm an ambivert. I'm like, oh snap, okay, I guess I'm an ambivert then. So that's what an ambivert is.
Holy shit! So I guess I'm a, how do you say it? Omnibird?
No, ambivert, AMBIVERT.
God damn, who the fuck spelled that shit? But I guess I'm that too. I'm one of those too because I wouldn't really consider myself an extrovert.
No, I wouldn't consider you as an introvert, bro. Like, I feel like you're just like an extrovert, to be honest with you.
Not really, not exactly, but like I prefer to stay, you know, inside. I prefer to, you know, like if I'm being social every day, I think that they use it. The like professionals, they consider introverts as people that like when they are in social environments, they need time to like be alone and just be with themselves. I'm kind of like that, you know. Sometimes I just want to chill. I don't really want to leave the house. I just want to fucking be unbothered. But I'm like, you know, when I need to be an extrovert, I'm a fucking extrovert, right? If I see a shorty that I'm trying to spit at, I'm over there. You know, I turn into an extrovert. Or like if I'm on the phone with like a client, I turn into like an extrovert. So I guess I'm in the middle.
I think that's also what helped me out too, is like being what we work at and what we worked at together too, is just like, you know, being on the phone with people and you know, providing customer service. I think that's what helped me out get out of my introvert shell, I would say.
Oh, I
honestly,
remember
because
at first you used to say you felt so awkward on the phone, and you would say the weirdest shit to people.
Wait, like what? What?
You used to say.
Wait, what?
I forgot what it was. It was like when you said bye or something. You were like, have a
beautiful day. Yeah, I say that to everybody, dude. Yo, guys, yo, there was this guy, and then there was another dude that would make fun of me for saying that. They didn't even mimic me. And I'm like, bro, damn, I can't say have a beautiful day to clients. Damn. And you know, and some people, I would catch some people lacking with that, and they're like, thank you very much. And I'm like, yeah, dude, it's like a nice. It's better than, at least for me, it's better than saying, or like, I guess it's different from saying have a nice day or have a wonderful, have an amazing day. So like when they hear beautiful, they're like, oh crap, what the hell? Where did that word come from?
Catches their attention for sure.
Yeah, and I definitely stole that from another person called Hybrid Calisthenics, who I actually did calisthenics first when I started working out to lose weight. And then he will say that in every part of his video. And I'm like, oh, that sounds kind of nice to say, you know, hearing it from somebody like telling you that. So I'm like, okay, let me try to use those words onto like actual people and see how they react to it. And then when I started doing that, you know, like I said, I was getting positivity reaction. They're like, oh, okay, you know, it was kind of a nice thing to say.
That's awesome, bro. Yeah, that's why I like that you implemented something from something else and you got a good result out of it. You know, I like the fact that you experiment and shit like that.
Yeah, man. Oh, I wanted to bring up one thing too. When I guess I don't know if this probably brought up my introverted shell either, but like I know it got me pretty nervous when you first drove me back home. You passed me essentially the aux, and I think you were asking me what kind of music, you know, I like listen to, and I don't know at the time. I think I was listening to like probably I was listening to like my gotcha game music, or like you know. And then I was telling you as essentially as an example, like Skyrim music. And then you're like, yo, put that Skyrim music on. And I'm like, bro, what the hell? Hell no. I'm not putting that Skyrim music on the way back. And then I didn't want to put in my real music because like, I don't know, man. I feel like not everybody's going to vibe with video game OSTs, but there are some like video game OSTs, like original soundtracks is what they're called, that are actually pretty darn good. I should have probably put those on instead of what I was initially listening to, but then essentially I put on what I listened to, which was rap and whatnot, and then that's how we vibed even more together when we know we mess with the same genre. We're like, yo, dude, let's freaking go.
What were we listening to back then?
I put on my my friend's playlist, which my close friend playlist from college. He also like listens to rap, and that's how we got pretty close with each other too. And then I remember one of the songs, wait, hold on. I'm on my playlist right now. I'm just gonna try to find this music real quick. And I know if I just type in this artist, no, Who Run It remix with G Herbo and Little Uzi Vert.
Oh, yeah, bro, that was the time, bro.
Yo, when I put that on, guys, yo, man, he was like, yo, you don't know about this music. You ain't about this. I'm like, dude, no, you're not saying that to me right now, bro. This music is freaking hype, bro. Yo, Manny got
me off guard, bro. How do you go from Skyrim to playing G Herbo? That shit had me.
Yo, guys, Manny went from 0 to 100 real quick with that song.
The windows down, bro. Yeah. It's the arm out the window type shit. Like.
Yeah, and I guess I'm so glad that, like, you know, you told me to like you passed me the aux essentially to put my own stuff, whatever I listen
I
to.
think I remember you put on some like fake shit. Like you try to put on some regular music, and I'm like, bro, like play the shit that you listen to, bro. Like
I think yeah, I remember that. I don't know, but I don't know what song exactly I put on. I put on though. That's the thing.
yeah, I don't remember either. But I actually you just reminded me. Yeah, like I remember that shit. You were trying to play. Oh, so what radio station should I put or some shit like that? I was like, no, what are you listening to, bro? It doesn't matter what the fuck it is.
Oh, and then I remember your Manny also brought in like another friend to our current job, and then yeah. So he brought in another person to our job, and then we went to go eat some pizza and whatnot, and then afterwards we drove back home, and then Manny passed me the aux again. And then Edgar was like, "Yo, there's no way this kid listens to rap." And I was like, "Yo, what? Are you are you joking? Hell yeah, bro! Yo, that's my favorite genre. That's what I grew up with." He's like, "Nah, there's no way. You ain't about this, yo." I'm like, "Yeah, nah, bro. That's all me, bro." Yeah.
Holy shit, bro! The KRS days, man.
Yeah, I know, right, dude. I always valued those days, bro. Those like were, although obviously you and I know like how like we were getting paid and whatnot, but like the vibes there, just the team in general was like, it was so good, bro. I genuinely,
bro, I do not regret working there. And like you said, the pay wasn't crazy, but of course, but bro, everything else was incredible, bro. The people that we got to meet there, the experience that we got from there, bro,
yes,
bro,
literally, yes,
bro,
yes.
we robbed them for knowledge, bro.
Yeah,
holy shit.
Dude. Oh my god, I would say definitely, dude. As a matter of fact, the job I'm entering right now, what's I call it? One of our old coworkers. Remember when they introduced Jamf F for like managing like, Apple devices?
For managing mobile devices.
Dude, I never thought I would have needed that for like anything. I like not even like my second or third company I switched jobs to use that at all. But then the job I'm going into right now, my friend referred me to it, and then I think it was like so his boss's boss. He's like, "Oh, so you know Jamf F?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, what the hell? He knows? Oh crap! Somebody else knows about Jamf F." And then, bro, I said some BS. I was like, "Yeah, yo, I recommended that to my boss to like use that." And then I'm like, "Yeah, we use that to manage Apple devices, and then we use the Apple Business Manager too to manage Apple." And they're like, "Oh my god, it would be so helpful if we have another person that knows Jamf F." I'm like, "Dude, let's freaking go, dude. Dude, yeah." So like you were saying, essentially, yeah, dude, the skills and knowledge that we got out of that was like, it was a lot, dude. We got a lot of knowledge from that.
Yeah,
dude.
bro. And imagine working on a fucking level 3 ticket as a level 1 tech. Like you don't see that anywhere, bro.
Yeah, no, they don't even let you touch it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, bro. The company that I was working at after I left KRS, they had everything on lock, bro. On fucking lock. And I was thinking to myself, like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, I don't have access to do shit that I was doing every day at the old company. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, after I left that company too, I saw like what I have access to, and I'm like, dude, this is so limited. I'm basically like nothing at this point. Like only I have access was Active Directory, and then I think that's literally it. Active Directory and a few like minor other stuff, but nothing like crazy. Like I already forgot what's it called, but essentially, obviously, where you could give license to like new users and whatnot, and see
what Exchange Center online.
Yeah. Something I already forgot. That's how you're not even use that in a minute, but like I know what the layout looks like, or Azure, I guess too. That's another thing I haven't used in a while because they never gave me access to it. I'm like, dude, this sucks. I wish I had the power to like do all this kinds of stuff. And then there'll be some issues that I remember that some people come up to me saying like, "Oh, can you fix this?" I'm like, I can, I know, but I don't have access to it. Only the headquarters at Italy has access to that. I don't. And they're like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yes, I wish I was lying to you, but no, I do not have access to this." And I'm like, bro,
that shit fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And that shit sucks.
And then I was going to bring up too, like, what's it call it? Of course, after you gained some knowledge, you wanted to leave for a better company and whatnot, that gives you better pay and most likely too better benefits. After you left and our two other boys, I mean, I'll say their name, but I don't know if I'll leave it on here. But dude, like after all three of you left, like I don't know, man. The new guys that came in, they were cool and all, but it's like, damn, it was not the same for me, man. Like I missed my old squad. It was like it hurt me deeply. I mean, I'm proud of you guys for like moving ahead and going forward and obviously finding on better things, but like just you leaving me is like, damn. it hurts, but like I know they're onto better things, you know. And
Feel you, bro.
you know what's funny is I think my mom or my dad, one of them was like, you guys, you have to find a better job than the one I'm currently in, and that honestly made me sad because I didn't want to leave you guys, and I was just thinking about, damn, dude, if I leave, because like obviously if I go to a different team, I don't know how the vibes are gonna be. I don't know if I'm gonna be comfortable with them.
Your dad was saying that before
Yeah,
we had left.
yeah, before you guys have left, he actually told me, my dad or my mom, I forgot who. They were like, you should find a better job that pays more and such. And then that didn't go into my head. Essentially, I was like, nah, I just like this squad that we have here. It was just so dope. Like I felt super comfortable just being with you guys, and I didn't want to lose that at all. But then like after you guys started leaving, like I said, it hurt. But like, you know, I understand you guys want to find better things. And then after I forgot who was the last. I think it was Greg or Sean. I don't know who was the last person to leave. That's when I'm like, okay. When I started working from home 3 times a day, I'm like, okay, I gotta find a better job, bro. Because like now I don't have this sentiment of like, you know, that you guys are there, and I'm like, okay, you know, I'm not gonna feel bad. They're not here anymore. I could find another, like, I guess, job. Not that I could. I could have always find another better job, right? But like, is like, what's the word I'm trying to look for? Like, I guess, I essentially it was a new team that we had on board, and then like I only met them for like a month and such. Even while you guys, I met almost like about like a year or 10 months or something around that time frame.
Yeah, and I think she was the last one to leave actually, because I remember when I was about to leave, kind of left like a week or two before me actually. Because I remember I was gonna put in my 2 weeks. I think I told you I was gonna put in my 2 weeks, and then Greg put his shit, and I was like, "Fuck this motherfucker!" Now it's gonna look weird because two left instead of they might think something is up. And I think I remember. I think you had told me actually that you were gonna look for a new job, but something happened and you didn't go. I don't remember. I'm making shit up.
I think it was probably like I was telling you right now that like I didn't want to like leave, you know, because like honestly, just having the thought, it almost kind of made me like cry a bit. I'm like, dude, I don't want to leave these guys, bro. These guys are so dope.
I remember, bro. And also I remember because it's funny because you know what's crazy, bro? I was just talking to bro, like,
oh really? Oh, how is this guy?
Minutes ago. Yeah, bro, that's my fucking guy. We follow each other on
Instagram.
On Instagram, yeah, we talk all the time. He replies to my stories and stuff.
Oh, that's so dope, dude.
Yeah, and I remember. Yo, do you remember?
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
John was a G, bro. I miss him too. I wonder what he's doing.
I follow him on LinkedIn actually. I think he's like he's on a job right now for like a year or something. I think something like that. But he was a funny guy. He was a funny guy.
He was funny as hell, bro.
Oh,
I remember when he told me when he was about to leave. He was like, "Yo, bro, I just got an offer. I'm about to go do my interview," and he had his car parked on the side of the building, right? And he took his laptop with him, bro. And he had a laptop open in the car, bro. Yeah, I remember he told the manager, like, "Yo, I'm gonna go take my lunch break. I'm gonna be right back in like an hour." And then the motherfucker went downstairs and opened his laptop. I was like, "Yo, where the fuck did you put your laptop?" He was like, "On top of the steering wheel."
Oh my! You know what's funny? My 2 previous jobs, I remember I took an interview. It was like I think they were asking me what day works for me, and essentially I'm like, okay, I know most people aren't here on Mondays and Fridays, so I'm like either one of those 2 days. Dude, like we had 2 floors, and the first floor would just be empty, so I'll just go in a corner, just hide and do my interview, bro.
Holy shit! In the job, like
in the job, bro.
What the fuck?
No, but essentially, it didn't really matter either because at that point they told me like my contract was gonna be over, so like I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure if
were they gonna renew you or no?
No, they weren't gonna renew me. They wanted to actually keep me, but they wanted me to relocate at a different location, which was like really far, bro, like a different state essentially, and I'm like. No, and then I was like trying to think of like more or less the offer they would give me. I'm like, no, I feel like the offer's not gonna be that high, and I'm like, I'd rather just look for a different job.
And by the way, Z, how was that working at that company in New York? Because they're the coffee company, right?
They're the coffee company, and yeah,
how was that,
dude? Honestly, like at first, it was really good. Like basically the same thing, helping out people, like help desk. Whatever problems they have, they contact me. Dude, my boss did jack, bro. He sent all the work to me, but thankfully there wasn't like a lot of people like that had issues. But it was like over like 200 users. I have to essentially help out the whole country, like United States of America. Yeah, so like I had to.
Remote people would call the help desk line, and you would help.
Remote people and in office people. But yeah, like after like a month into, I got comfortable with the people. I started saying hi to everybody, and that's how everybody started knowing my name. And essentially, obviously, when they needed help, they would like come up to me. And then my one thing too is like whenever I help somebody, I want to not talk to them as like a worker and be serious all the time. I usually like I go up to you. Probably heard me this too when I like when we work together. I'm on the phone. I just like do my thing and I just start telling like, oh, how's your day going? How's your gate? How's everything going? How's work going for you? And then like I want to talk to them like a genuine person and not just a worker. Bro. Like I want them to feel like they're an actual person and not just like just a random person that I'm just gonna help out at that moment.
Such a long way, bro. And when I started doing that at the company that I worked on after we worked together. People, I remember I got close because there was two dudes, there, Carlos and Teddy. Huge shout out to those fucking guys, bro. Those guys are G's. But they would be like, "Yo, why the fuck are you so friendly on the phone? Like you're so nice. Like you care a lot." I'm like, "Yeah, bro. Like I want to solve the issue, but I don't want it to just be silent on the phone. I'd rather fucking chat a little bit, make them feel good, and also it makes my experience better too, right?"
Yeah, exactly. And then I would say, I guess like. They'll be more comfortable with you to talk to you too. Whenever
exactly.
And they're like essentially like because for the most part, people when they have issues, they will like come for me because and then sometimes too when I'll talk to them on the phone, they'll just like they're like hi Z or like hi and I'm like what's up so like they could be themselves and I'm like that's why I like to see I don't want you to talk to me like I'm just
like a fucking robot, right?
Exactly that's what I want. That's the word I want.
It's very important for companies to have genuine people on the lines, and that's why at the company we worked at, that's why they fucking loved us, bro. They used to remember the manager and they would always come and they would appreciate that, like, thank you so much guys for everything you guys do, because it's different, right? When your employees care about what they do, they're not like dickheads like, oh, what's up, what's good, how can I help you? Oh, your computer frozen, you restarted it, huh? Like, some crazy shit. So
and one thing too, you know what that shows too, that we genuinely love our job, like we genuinely love what we do.
Yeah, two things. That and that we are good people at the end of the day.
That is true. People. Definitely more than you, bro. You are definitely one hell of a kind person, bro. That's for sure. But yeah, actually after like I remember we had this conversation in the car when before you left your job. So like sometimes people would come up to me for advice, like not so often, but I remember back then in middle school and such, they would come up to me for advice and every so often nowadays, but not a lot. But I remember one time we had a conversation in the car. And I think you're finishing your associate's degree, and I remember you asked me, you're like, "Yo, Z, is it worth to like go to finish my bachelor's degree or just get my certificate?" And I remember I was telling you because like I was like thinking about as a whole, like not only like my bachelor's degree, but like what I've seen in my friends too, because they're also in IT, and I'm like, dude, you should just. I remember saying that you should just go for your certificates, bro, because I'm pretty sure those are worth more than like actual like a bachelor's. Because I think you're trying to go for CompTIA A+, and you're like kind of in between whether to get that or the bachelor's. I'm like, no, dude, I'm pretty sure CompTIA A+ is definitely more worth than getting a bachelor's. And I wanted to ask you, like, I don't know for the results of most of the advice that I've given out to people, but like, has that advice like worked out for you? Like, was it good advice?
It did, bro. Yeah, I think I remember. I wasn't super duper torn on the decision, but I was just like, fuck, it's a kind of a toss up. I really didn't want to fucking go to school, right? To have to be in like fucking classroom. The only upside of that would be fucking seeing more girls and shit and forcing myself to approach and stuff. But overall, yeah, bro, the certs definitely help because, dude, you're learning real shit. You're learning shit that you're gonna use tomorrow at your job instead of fucking learning some shit that's theory. You're learning theory instead of actual shit that you can practice with certification. So it definitely worked out for me, and I'm glad you gave me that piece of advice, bro, because.
Yeah, I always thought of that. Like after you left, I'm like, I hope I gave Manny like good advice through that because like, and I think it helped you out because I was like looking there, I'm like, oh crap, this guy's actually like doing successful stuff and whatnot. And then I was thinking about it too as a like, obviously going to college for a bachelor's, it costs a crap ton of money, dude. And then comparing it to a certificate, it's like hella cheap. And I was like, dude,
$200 for a cert, and then you can make an extra 10K from it. Imagine that.
And essentially, you're basically doing the same thing. You have to just study your ass off for like the the certificate. Basically, it's the same thing as like doing for the bachelor's, but obviously completing college it just costs more money and such. So that's why I was like thinking about that too, like financially. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it'll be more worth your value to do a certificate. And then I remember I would apply for jobs too, like IT related. And they will essentially look like CompTIA required or CompTIA preferred. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure this will help them out in the future. So that's why like I told you to do that certificate.
And it's not to knock, I'm a big fan of education, but school and education are two different things. Like, if you educate yourself with certs, you're worth more money.
Yeah, guys. So
So
like, guys, I would say depending on like what field you guys are going to, you guys should definitely like find out what kind of certificates are out there, because those probably will be worth more than a bachelor's degree, and maybe even a master's, honestly, and it'll save you a lot of money too. But yeah, I remember that. Like, I always had that in the back of my head. I was like, I wonder if it was good advice, and I didn't want to like I guess what's the word I'm looking for, like it's not joust, but like give myself too much credit. I wanted to get obviously the word from you to see if it was like,
yeah, for sure, bro. Again, I appreciate that shit because when I was an employee, like now I'm a full-time entrepreneur. But when I was, and just in case, if I don't know, if something goes wrong in my business, I have to go back to IT. I'm worth a lot of fucking money right now. Right?
Yeah, hell yeah. Guys, this guy is definitely worth. Right? No. You're definitely worth more than me. I don't, dude.
I'm not. I don't know. I mean, maybe a little bit, but I only have 1 year of experience on top of you. So aside from that, we're in the same place.
All right. I would, okay, but like I'm thankful to like God, Diosito, bro. Like, I'm grateful that I didn't have to take any certificates so far, like as in where I'm in right now. And like,
really?
yeah, dude, I'm
what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah, dude.
God, I'm about to snitch on you. Yo, no, about to go make 300K working for Facebook with no certs. I'm snitching on that. I'm about to email Mark Zuckerberg right now.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. I remember. I think there would be like a few like IT positions I would apply to, and then when I see CompTIA like required preferred, I would just like usually look away. I'm like, bro, this is not gonna work for me, obviously, because they rather prefer somebody that has a CompTIA certificate than just some dude with like some experience. But then I don't know how I'm in the current position I'm currently in right now, because dude, right now I'm gonna get way better pay. I don't want to say the number, obviously, but I'll tell you afterwards. But getting way better pay, and the benefits, I'll tell you that afterwards too, dude. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I'll tell you afterwards, dude. It's freaking crazy. But yeah, I'm surprised I've gotten this far without certs.
Oh, you should though, Z. You should get some more certs, bro. Because not only will you feel more comfortable in the work that you do, but also, in case that a job after this may need a specific cert, then you have that shit on the belt, right? And plus, you get reimbursed for it. All you got to do is set the time aside to get this shit.
Essentially, yeah. And then I remember, guys, Manny recommended me like like a YouTube playlist, and it was like I forgot. I think his name was Kevin. I think the dude.
Oh yeah.
And it was like yeah. And then it was like a bunch of videos, and then it was actual like useful stuff. I was like reading the titles of it. I'm like, oh crap, there's actually things I could probably do. Because guys, sometimes there'll be some like tickets that when we were working together, I'm like, yo, Manny, I forgot how to do this, bro. I'm like, dude, I need your help. Yo, Manny, and aside from our senior IT over there, Manny was like our second senior IT dude. Even though he was there like for a year, dude, he was the GOAT, bro. If you ever had an issue, or even when he's busy, dude, it's just even crazy. He's like, yeah, I got you. Just let me do this real quick, dude. This guy right here, dude.
I remember, bro. I remember that shit. Yo, we were fucking getting. And then toward the end, where I was just working at a couple months ago before I went full time into my business, I was doing the exact same thing. We got again.
Damn. Yeah. But surprisingly enough, I think I told you this in my second job, that like thankfully there isn't as many tickets that come by, and then now the one I'm going to be currently going in, like there isn't a lot of tickets either. So I'm like, damn, I guess it just depends what company you land on, that like whether you.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, but I love this too, and it's like the same analogy for life that I like. It's like you came from your first IT job was at a place that was fucking hectic, right? Probably even toxic.
Yeah, I mean, nah, with you guys, it was definitely not toxic. I guess I would say it was just like very hectic. I mean, I would think about this from time to time. Like, was it really stressful? I mean, sure, there'll be times where like there'll be a ticket. I'm like, dude, I don't know how to solve this or whatnot, but like we still solved it like together as a team sometimes. And then like yeah, I can't say it was stressful, but like just the annoying thing was probably just the pay. That's always the number one thing that got on my mind, is like, dude, I need more money,
Yeah, that for sure. But I don't know about you, but I was fucking stressed a lot of the time. Like, as far as not stressed, because I think I can tolerate stress, as far as like I like to take on challenges and shit, but it was a lot of fucking tickets that we would have to take.
And then even after hours too, remember that?
But going from taking a shit ton of tickets to then going to another job that's like kind of like half of that. I think I texted you when I was in my first week on my job, and I was like, yo, this shit is cake. Like,
yeah, I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
Like this shit is cake, bro. Like, so yeah, you had that experience at first, and it's like in life too, right? Like if it's a kid and he's born into like a super rich family, he has everything, he doesn't have to work. Even though he has so much resources available to him, he's probably gonna be miserable in life because he doesn't know how to appreciate things. Where if you have a poor kid that knows what that shit is like, to that it fucking sucks being poor, but then he learns the skills to make a shit ton of money, he's able to enjoy it more, and he's more fulfilled in life than that kid that was born into it.
Yeah, I think I would say like if I don't know like what the future holds for me, but like if I were to like be in a fortunate position to be like that, I probably wouldn't like I like if I have a kid and then like we live in a house, I'm not gonna make it look like we have a crap ton of money like to like just give out to anybody. I'll probably try to give my kid the mentality like we're medium class, like we do have money but not a lot of money, but then like essentially afterwards, like after they reach to a certain point that I feel like okay, the age is right, I'll let them know I'm like, bro, we're rich, bro, you don't have to worry about crap. If you need money, just let me
I
know.
like that. I
But
like
yeah,
that. That's one way to go about it. Another way is kind of like Shaquille O'Neal's way of doing it, right? Where he's like, he tells his kid, his sons, he's like, his children, he's like, you're not a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. I own a jet. You don't own a jet. I own a fucking jet. And then, he trains them so that like, they experience the fucking difficulties that it takes to be poor, or not even just poor, but like less financially, like you have less financial resources. So he trains his kid like that. And I'm gonna be the same way too. I'm gonna be the same way too. I'm gonna be flying first class. I'm gonna have my wife and my daughter there. My kid, that motherfucker's gonna be in the back, right?
in coach class.
Yeah, all the way in the fucking back. That's when I get out. He has to learn that shit is tough. My daughter, I'm gonna be harder a little bit on her too, but I'm more gonna be harder on the boy than the girl, because I want the girl to be, of course, married to a strong man like myself, like us. But my son, he's gonna have to be the person that becomes tough to be able to provide for his family
Or
eventually.
become better than us. That's my mentality for if I have a
Yes,
boy.
sir.
And then
That too, bro. Because I want some amazing fucking kids. I really do. One
yeah,
day.
and then as for daughter, I remember this one quote, or I think it was like an Instagram reel I saw. It's like, oh, for a daughter, like I want to treat her. I want her to like, I guess I forgot exactly what the words were, but it's like I would want my daughter to marry somebody like me, like find somebody that like showed the love that I gave her, like as a father and such, but obviously as a different person. And I'm like, damn, that hit.
Yeah, 1000%, bro. Same with me. And it's not to brag, like we're these fucking amazing people.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
no, no, no.
I know I'm fucking amazing, but
You're that yo, bro. You
you're
can brag
right,
whatever
bro.
you want because I've worked through you and I see your capabilities, bro. You're on top of there, brother. You're on top of there. You're one of the goats.
But yeah, bro, I want my daughter to marry a strong fucking man that loves her and that cares for her
And treats her right, of
and
course.
treats her right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Now I'm not saying to marry a boring fuck that doesn't talk, or that's just be with him because his family's rich.
Yeah, yeah,
But
definitely not.
yeah,
Definitely
just good morals. Good morals.
essentially, yep, yep. All right, bro. And then now, so we brought this up before. So what's I'm gonna call it? Yo, take me out to the freaking club, bro. That's so okay, guys. Like essentially, I think I was doing my YouTube stuff, and then Manny, I think he was getting out of work from the current job we're in, and he just messaged me. He's like, "Yo, are you busy?" I'm like, "I think I just finished up like everything." He's like, "Nah, nah." I messaged him like, "No, I'm not busy. I'm good. What's up?" He's like, "Yo, dress up." I'm like, "What do you mean dress up?" And he's like, yo, we're gonna go to the club. I'm like, dude, why? He's like, dude, just get ready, bro. I'm going by your house. I'm like, oh my freaking god, dude. Dude, I thought I'm like, you're not serious, bro. And he's like, yo, I'm pulling up. And I'm like, dude, oh my freaking god, are you serious? And then, guys, don't be like me. Have some nice clothes ready for whatever occasion. Cause dude, all I had in my freaking wardrobe was like graphic shirts, anime shirts, and whatnot. And I'm like, dude, I'm not ready. You're like, I told you, I'm like, dude,
I remember you asked me like, "Yo, is it okay if I wear my work shirt?" I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck are you talking about?" Like,
bro, I had no nice shirts, and I mean, I probably did have a dress shirt. I don't know how much I weighed at that time. But yeah, I didn't have anything nice to wear, and Manny was like, "Yo, this actually." I mean, I don't know if it was strict, but you said that like you had to dress like appropriately for the club.
yeah, of course, you can't be too loose over there.
And then and funny enough, actually, it was my company shirt, and I put it on. He's like, "Yo, that's fine," and I think I had like khaki pants or something like that. But guys, even this guy was the first person to break out of my show, and that was the first time I've ever been to a club. And not gonna lie, the guys that that was such a good time. That was definitely one of my favorite
It
nights.
was,
Like I've
bro,
had
and
in
I
a
think
while.
that's when you realized that you were not such a fucking introvert. In my mind, bro, because we were gonna go there for the bachata class.
Yeah, salsa. I think it's bachata or
Yeah,
salsa dancing, and then I was like, I was down for
yeah,
it because like I want to learn more because I'm still a rookie at this
yeah,
dance,
and
bro.
bro, we have to hit that shit up again this summer,
I'm
bro.
down. I'm down, bro.
We're
I'm
putting it
freaking
up, bro.
down, bro.
Every fucking Wednesday, lit 21, and anybody that wants to join us, let's fucking go. But dude, we have to do that shit again, bro. And we went there for salsa, and you were just fucking rolling with it. Like, and I have a couple of friends that are like complete nerds, right? I used to be a fucking nerd myself. I wasn't that much of a nerd, but I was down there, right? I used to have nerd tendencies. But bro, you were just rolling with it. This motherfucker was dancing. This motherfucker was talking to the bartender, and I'm like, what the motherfucker? We are acting fake shy. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I guess that during that time I didn't realize I was an ambivert, but yeah, like dude, yeah, you're right. This guy's not capping. I was like talking to the bartender. I think because he was like because he asked my age. He's like, how old are you? And I'm like, I think during that time I was like 24 or something. And he's like, you're not that age. And I'm like, he's like, why are you lying? And I'm like, dude, why would I lie? He's like, you're definitely way younger than that. I'm like, bro. And speaking about that too, funny enough, Manny would always make fun of me. He's like, yo, Zamir, how the hell do you know like some of your computer specs on the top of your head, but you have to take a while to like, to know your age? I'm like, dude, I don't know.
Bro, I was gonna mention that. This motherfucker's his age. Like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Like, what? Z, how old are you?
I'm 26. No, guys, and I'm not doing a bit either. I really had to think. I'm like, wait, how old am I? I'm 26. I'm 26.
Bro, he takes like 10 seconds to think about it, but you ask him some crazy IT shit and he knows. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I remember guys, he's like, yo, Zamir, what's gonna call it? What's the refresh rate of your monitor? I'm like, oh, 144 hertz. And he's like, what about the second one? I'm like, oh, 240.
Yeah, like, like you have that at the top of your head. Like,
yeah, but not my freaking age, dude. Oh my freaking god. But yeah, that night was super, dude. It was so dope. That was definitely one of the nights I'll always remember in my life. And like I said, I thought about it like I think it was like 2 months ago or something, or not 2 months ago, like a few months ago. I was like, wait, is this the first time I've ever been to a club? Because I went with somebody else, and I'm like, no, never mind. The first club was actually lit 21. And I'm like, oh crap. So yeah, it was because of you. It was because of you. So damn, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate you taking me out of my shell. Honestly, I don't.
Like, sure, bro, and you have to do more of that, bro, because you're not a fucking nerd like you think you are, bro. Like, you're an incredible fucking person, bro, and the self-development that you're doing, you lost a shit ton of weight, you built a shit ton of muscle, bro. I can see your whole fucking attire changing. This motherfucker's gonna start wearing tighter shirts. He's gonna start doing more social activities. This motherfucker's gonna be a G. Give him a couple more years, bro. You're not gonna recognize the mirror no more. He's gonna change his legal name to Perucho. That's what he's gonna do.
Oh my freaking god, dude. Yo, thank you, bro. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that broke out of my shell, and that's what I needed to, get out there. And definitely, I have been going out more lately, and I've been more sociable with such people, and I've met some incredible people, just like being myself and talking to other people and whatnot. Just doing me.
Yeah, bro, and that's the beauty of life. When you start fucking talking to people, you never fucking know who you're gonna meet, right?
Exactly.
And
yep.
That's one thing that I'm trying to do more of now, because and it's only been like through 2 weeks since I've been a full-time entrepreneur, but being in the fucking house a lot more and not like talking throughout the day, and then I go to the gym, I'm like still mad quiet when I could be talking to people. I'm like, fuck, I need to start talking to more people.
Yeah, I would say, like I've never been to a gym as often as other people have, but I feel like it's kind of a bit rough to talk into the gym because of the fact that, like, you're there to, like, do one thing, is just work out, right? Most people, like, they're just using their headphones and such. Yep. They don't want to be interrupted with their sets and whatnot. And obviously it's pretty rude if, like, let's say you're doing, like, let's say a bench press, and I'm like, yo, what's up, dude? And you're like benching, and you're like, dude, what the hell, dude? You'll be pissed off. Yeah, exactly. Or if you're like taking a rest, and I just say what's up to you, you're like, bro, I don't want to talk. I'm taking a break right now before I go on my next set. And you're trying to get the hell out of there, obviously, right?
Yeah,
exactly. So that's why I can see why it's a bit rough trying to, like, conversate or be sociable at the gym. Even though it's possible, it's possible, but like like I said, it's kind of
it's definitely tougher than just being at a bar. At a bar, people want you to talk to them, or networking events. This morning there was this fucking, oh my gosh, she was so sexy this morning. Oh my god! Like, on a scale from 1 to 10, she was probably like an 8. eight and a
Okay.
half.
Okay.
Like I'm no a 9. I would say a 9 out of 10. She was
Damn.
bad,
Okay.
bro.
Damn.
And
Shorty was bad?
white shorty. I think she might have been a little Asian actually. I don't know, but she was bad, bro. And I was like, damn, I want to talk to this girl, and I didn't fucking do it, bro. I didn't fucking do
Damn.
it.
Dude, it's always that like because I know it happens to me. No, actually, like it happened to me a lot beforehand, but then like afterwards, when actually we went to when we went to Lit 21 together, and then like remember those two girls that we wanted to like converse and talk to, and then we actually had like as our dance partners. I think you're like, yo, Z, I'll go if you go, and I'm like, all right, bro, let's roll it, let's do it, yo. And then we both went at the same time, and we start having conversations with the person we actually wanted to talk to, and it was, you know, it just takes at that moment you're like so nervous, but then once you finally do it, you're like, oh crap, it was chill, you know.
Yeah, bro. And I think we're the same way. Where like when you start talking to somebody, it's just you're just casual, like you're yourself, right? But it's just that initial conversation.
Yep, it's the
That's
nerves.
a tough one. And then but the cool thing is that if we push ourselves to get that first conversation in with a girl or any tough
Anybody, yeah.
conversation, the next one is so much easier.
Yep.
And I'm like, fuck, man. So what I might start doing myself is like, as soon as you walk into the gym that I go to here in Cliffside Park, Anytime Fitness, there's a little room there with the trainers in there. So if I'm like, yo, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? Give them a pound. Now I feel like I'm in a more social state throughout the rest of the gym.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, definitely, man. And then of course, like even if like you guys, if you're listening, if you're trying to approach like to a person you like or the opposite gender, or something like, of course, the number one rule is don't be a freaking creep, dude. Like if they like don't want to conversate with you, or they're like you kind of see like they're not in the mood to talk to you, just let them be, of course, right?
For sure, 1000%. Yeah, don't be a fucking weirdo. Just and also be yourself, bro. Because eventually, the real you is gonna come out anyway. So
That is facts. That is facts. Manny is spinning right now, guys.
Yup.
All right, and then after that, I have something else that I've seen you like doing this, and then I'm like, oh crap, dude, this is stuff that I do. I mean, even though we're doing two different things, I've seen you doing content in Instagram, and I'm like, obviously we're not both covering the same thing, but like you're doing like, if I can remember the top of my head, I remember one of them was like, I think it was like web design related or something like that, and then there was another one too, like like sorry for like being, I guess, like not rude, but like I guess not acknowledging what kind of work you did, but like I remember I'll see this and I'm like,
wow, yo, you know what I do? I'm done with this shit. Get the fuck out of here. Goodbye.
Oh my god. But yeah, just like you seeing like doing content in Instagram, I'm like, yo, this guy, dude, he's doing this, and I'm like, yo, this is really dope to see somebody else there, and I'm following this guy. What made you like wanted to do like videos and such, like on Instagram and such? Like I want to know that.
Yeah, so it's actually a great way for me to get more leads for my business, which is I own a digital marketing agency for home service contractors. So that includes like plumbers, electricians, HVAC guys, roofers, construction companies, landscaping companies, anything related to the home. And my goal with that is because I send a lot of DMs from my social media accounts like Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So my goal with that is to put out content that's relevant and it's free content for anybody to consume. And my goal is for them to consume and be like, damn, that was actually helpful. Let me say thank you, or let me even purchase a service from this guy. He knows what he's talking about. So it makes me more credible. Plus, it's something that I wanted to do to get more out of my comfort zone too, right? I've always wanted to have like some sort of following or a little bit of fame. So I want a little bit more of that. So that's why I started putting out content.
Gotcha. Yeah, like I'm proud of you for doing that, man. Like don't always like not the hardest step, but the always number one step that's important for like doing that kind of stuff is upload something, like whatever it may be, even though like
yeah, bro,
even though
and
it may
be I struggle actually with, because sometimes it's not that I'm like showing off, but sometimes I'm like, fuck, man, I should post, but I don't do it, right? Like this morning I posted it because I was running. I'm doing 75.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
I was running and it was raining, and I was like, damn, if I record some shit, I'm gonna look like David Goggins. And people, you know what I mean? But I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna post it anyways because it's me doing it. It's not David Goggins, it's me. So
yeah, exactly.
I posted it.
It's Enmanuel Tejada.
So much more cool shit that I do, or like challenging things that I do that could inspire people, but I don't post it or I don't record it. And I'm trying to get out of that habit. I want to record it a lot more and post a lot more, like you said.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, for me, well, like I was saying before, even though like the first stuff that you would post, it might not be something like you may be proud of, but you learn the more you upload and such. You start learning like, oh, I can improve here, or I can like and such. And it just,
Yeah.
the more you do it, the more it's like anything in life. The more you grind on it, the more you'll start learning from your mistakes and whatnot. All it just takes is that first step is just uploading stuff.
That's a fact, bro. And it's a point that I made actually because I had one of my mentors invite me onto his podcast, and it's something that I mentioned on there, which was that as content creators, we're always afraid of like what people are gonna think or people are gonna receive it in a bad way. And in reality, it's that like if anybody's just starting to post content, right now they have the least number of followers that they'll ever have. So if they do something embarrassing, only a few people will see it, right? Like imagine that you had tomorrow for some reason you had 1 million followers or 10 million followers, but you're still the same person making the same content. If you fuck up, 1 million people are gonna see that, or 10 million people are gonna see that. So it's less scary to post now that your account is small, so you can learn from it. And then when you have 10 million, you're already a pro. You don't have to be worried about shit.
Exactly. Yep. Man, funny enough, I have one video that's like the most disliked video in my channel. Like I joke about it. I brought it like once or twice, but like I guess as more as I grow, my YouTube channel grew, I guess more people found like that video, or I think they were just trying to find out like that specific video, like because it was essentially to help out somebody like get a trophy or achievement or whatnot. And when they looked at it, dude, it was a terrible. I looked at it, and I'm like, how bad is this? I watched it, dude, it was terrible, and all the comments there were just like negative. Even though like I shouldn't be reading those, I still read it. Some of them are pretty bad. Like I'm like, damn, dude, you didn't have to say all that though. But then I'm like, I get it. It was pretty bad. And then sometimes I think about it, I'm like, do I want to re-upload? And I'm like, nah. And then there's some people that sometimes will delete their videos, like if it does poorly and whatnot. But essentially I think about it, and I upload on a daily basis. If I delete that, not only would it destroy my continuity of like uploading daily on my channel, but I think of it as like, this is like, I'll say straight, my fuck up. Like I messed this up pretty badly, and I should learn from this mistake. And if I ever do this kind of video again, I should do it right. And the one thing why it's pretty bad is because of the fact that what's it called? I was doing a digital marketing class, and I only had like 10 minutes, so I had to record 10 minutes of that, and then doing everything real quickly. And when you do stuff quickly, it'll end up pretty bad. So I learned my mistake from that. Definitely.
Yeah, and sometimes too, though, Z, I mean, just because something is disliked does not mean that you should delete it, right? Like if you say something that, like I follow a lot of the tough guys that people that are very controversial, right? An example like maybe like Andrew Tate or Bulldog Mindset, John Somnes, and their content is always not received well, right? But it doesn't mean that they should just delete the video because people don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, there's like I think there was one thing that like it wasn't. I forgot what exactly what it was about, but Andrew Tate saying something that was like kind of positive, and everyone was like surprised. I'm like, oh snap, there's not everything he says is bad, right? Or not, at least somebody has some nice things to say. But yeah, looking at your content, I remember always wanted to like give you feedback on like your real videos, but like I didn't want to come off like as in like cocky or like being somebody that like I know what like I'm doing or whatnot. But like I always want, because there'll be those reels where you're talking and like you're obviously looking at the camera, and then it'll be like short pauses, like three or 4 or 5 seconds, and then like you'll clip it each time, and you'll make it into one video. And but I'll say it right now, but please don't take it like offensively or like as me being like something like I know what I'm doing, because I'm still pretty new into it. Even though like I've been doing this for 4 years, like I feel like there's still a lot of stuff I have to learn. Like I barely edit my videos and such, but podcasts, of course, I edit my for these kinds of videos, which take quite a while to upload. But getting back to my point, I would say that like for those kinds of videos, you should probably like do like a one take Jake. Like even though it's hard to like record in one go, but I feel like it'll be like, I don't know, I feel like it's nice, like the length. I mean, I've seen those kinds of videos too where like they do cuts. But for your kind of video, I feel like it's best if you do like a one take Jake and do all of it at once.
Yeah, I that's something that I want to do more of as well. It's single take videos. It's just so fucking tough, Like
it is, dude. It is.
I don't like to have any filler words like
Yeah, or, like I've been doing in this podcast. Like I'm like
But yeah, like I try not to have those because of course on Instagram and on Facebook we want to keep it shorter because people's attention spans are fucked.
Yep. Yeah, definitely because of TikTok, dude.
Yeah, that's kind of why I've been doing it like that. Plus, I have a mentor too that he's actually had some success in my space, as far as digital marketing, and he does his clips like that. He says that he's having some good numbers, so I'm trying both out. But I do agree with you that I want to try a lot more of those,
like one take
shots. And one thing that I need to do is I don't think people know what I do. I need to do a better job at that as far as explaining what I do because I have a lot of followers, and I follow a lot of people that are my future clients, right? Whether it's landscapers or construction companies, but they don't know what the fuck I do. Like sometimes I'll upload some shit about a website, but I don't actually upload any of the websites that we've made. I don't upload any of the results that we've gotten for our clients. So I want to do more of that.
You know what you could do? I just thought about this. You could probably record a reel, and then from there, like, you know, explain what you do. I mean, I think reels, they could last up to like, was it like a minute or two or something like that, or is it longer? I'm not sure since I don't upload content on Instagram. But
Yeah, you can even go further. You can go longer than that. In fact, I'm gonna upload one of my podcasts as a reel, and it's like 47 minutes. It's
oh snap! Yeah, I'll be watching that. Yeah, guys, you'll see that on the link of the description too if you guys want to watch that. But yeah, like what I was thinking is essentially you could record a reel, and then from there, like, explain what you do and, like, you know, who you are as a person, I guess, or, like, you know, introduce yourself, I guess, and then from there just have that pin on your Instagram account. So like whenever somebody goes to your, you know, your account, that'll be like the first video on top of your thing, and they'll be like, oh, like, what's the pin? You know, because I feel like for pin, it's something important, right? Like you want somebody yeah, you for pin, you want, that's for important things, like you want people to always look at, right? At least that's what I take it as, and I'm like,
dude,
oh, okay,
no, yeah, you're a fucking G. You're right. That's so true because right now when I think about it, because I use my personal Gmail, I'm sorry, my personal Instagram account and my personal Facebook account, and that's where I do both. Like I combine both, like my business and my personal life into it. And you're absolutely fucking right because right now I have 3 things pinned and none of them have anything to do with my business, which is what I'm focusing on right now. So you're absolutely right. Like if I make a killer fucking video and it's the first thing pinned, motherfuckers are gonna know what I fucking do. So I think you're absolutely fucking right.
Or essentially, yeah, you could like probably separate, you know, I guess it's up to you how you want to separate into 3 videos, and that first row of your account will be about your business and yourself too. So at the end of the day,
yeah, bro, literally.
There you go.
Like at first, yo, you're a fucking dude. You made me think about that because at first, what I was doing was, of course, I was using Instagram as a dating tool because it's the biggest dating tool in the fucking world, even higher than Tinder. So I was trying to, you know, I got my picture with a suit, I got my picture in Miami with a nice shirt on, and I'm just trying to get hoes. I was trying to get hoes.
Yo, ladies, if
you trying to get clients, so
I don't have any ladies on the channel, but if any ladies just pop into here, guys, if you look at Manny's account, bro, this guy, bro, he's shredded, bro. He has like an 8-pack of young. But yeah, like, oh, I thought about that too. Like, yeah, for most part, like the main like conversation tool, even though I mainly try to, I don't use Instagram like often. I just use it like to, I guess, like, you know, see videos or just look at memes and whatnot, and or look at what people are doing from the people I follow. People use that like as another way to exchange numbers. And one thing for me is like I don't do that because like there's like you probably seen my account, like there's like high school pictures, and I'm like, dude, I don't want them to see this.
Yeah, you gotta clean those up. See, you gotta clean those up, bro.
I was thinking about
clean those up by summer. We both have homework out there. We gotta clean our Instagrams up. I gotta make my shit more about business. I need your shit to be more about the hoes. Dude, delete all those old shits and take some new pics because you're an incredible fucking person. You're not the same person you were in high school. I'll tell you that fucking much.
Dude, oh my god, yeah, I remember one of my friends too, when we went to the convention, because I went with 2 of my close friends. We went to a convention center, and then like he would be the one to usually like take pictures of like me and or whoever else is with him, and then upload his stories and whatnot. One of our old friends, she was like, "Oh my god, I haven't seen Zamir in like so long," and then he showed me that. I'm like, "Oh my god, I remember that girl." And then like when the most people had, like, since I upload pictures in high school, I was a pretty chubby kid or fat kid, I would say so. And I remember one of my other friends too that was in that same trip. He was like, it was like after the pandemic, like after you were able to hang out for a bit. He's like, "Yo, dude, you remember this guy?" I'm like, "Yeah, I definitely remember him." He's like, "Dude, because the year before that, we went to the same convention, but he uploaded pictures of us." And then he's like, "Dude, what the hell happened to Zamir? He lost mad weight." And I'm like, because like I said, I don't upload pictures of myself. So like,
the world needs to see this shit. See, this is what I'm saying, bro. The world needs to see this new version of you, bro. Like I'm telling you, I can literally see you as a fucking influencer, bro, living in fucking Miami. You retired your fucking parents. You fucking do all these incredible things. And I know you can fucking do it, bro. You're not afraid of the hard work. You always lost a shit ton of weight. If you can lose a shit ton of weight, it means you can control what you eat. You can control what you eat. It means you're disciplined, bro. So, you know, if you put in the work, you're gonna fucking get far, bro. I really fucking do believe in you.
It was definitely hard, bro, at first when I tried to lose weight. I said this too in my channel that like, Yeah, because I remember I tried fasting, doing fasting first, but then like at a certain point, like I stopped losing weight. It was like I was dropping like a pound or two each week, but then afterwards I stopped, and I'm like, why am I not losing, pound? And I'm like, bro, I have to do the hard part, work out. So from there, that's when I started doing calisthenics, and then yeah, it was tough. It was like it took a while. I think like probably like 6 months to a year to lose like or to be at the current weight I am right now. Even though I didn't have as much muscles as I has now than that year, but it was a lot of work. And then not eating like I used to, dude, it was super super tough, bro.
Yeah, bro, I can imagine. I can imagine that's very tough to lose weight when you haven't done it before. I mean, now if you were to gain the weight back and do it again, it'd probably be a little easier because you know what to expect. But the first time, you don't fucking know. You don't even know if you're gonna lose the weight, and you're putting yourself through all that anguish, mental anguish. But that's just what it fucking takes.
Yeah, it's so draining mentally too, bro. Because like for the most part, something when I be hungry, I'm like, dude, I want to eat, but I shouldn't eat because if I eat, at the end of the day, guys, it's calories intake and out. Whatever you intake, you probably you should. Well, first you obviously want to lose. Like, how can I explain this? It's like math. So whatever you put into, you want to have like I guess depending on your body size or I think it's like BMI, you don't want to go over that limit. And then there's like a certain limit where if you take like a certain amount of calories that's less than what you should take, you'll start losing weight. And then if you add exercise on top of that, you'll burn more calories. But if you don't work out and you eat, and then you go above what you're supposed to initially eat to maintain your weight, you're gonna gain weight. That's literally the rule at the end of the day. Calories in, calories out.
You hit it. You hit it right on the head. Yeah, calories in, calories out. It's funny because I just saw a video actually the other day, and it was this guy talking about how you can literally lose weight if you only ate donuts, right? But if you only had a specific number of calories from the donuts, you would still lose weight, right? So it's not the actual food itself; it's the amount of calories.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember I saw a video too of somebody eating just pure McDonald's, and it was just like, yeah, just like just calculating the calories, like if you know what you're looking for, and that's why nutrition facts is very important too. Now, like, I think I would say I'm strict, not strict, but like I always look at it now. Whenever I get something, I'm always mindful of like, all right, how many calories does this have? How many sugar does this have? How many protein does this have? And that really helped me out a long way. And then recently, well, probably like I would say a month or two ago, something like I've started taking like numbers, even though I shouldn't probably do this. Is probably don't follow this advice, guys. But I've been looking at the calories like numbered, and I'll try to calculate in my head. I'm like, okay, how many calories am I taking throughout the day? Like I said, not good advice because then at some point you'll lose the number and you'll forget like how many calories I have to take. It's always good to like jot it down. I think like I forgot what's the fitness app. There's like an app that helps you like track calories like when you like put in the name of the meal that you have or something like that. I don't know if you know that app.
Yeah, it's definitely good to keep track of it, right? Because it's like the like good old saying, it's like what you track grows. So if you don't have your eyes on, and I was gonna ask you, Z, actually, when you were starting to lose weight, were you tracking your calories at all? As far as did you have a specific goal every day, or would you just say, okay, I want to eat one less meal, or I want to eat only healthy foods?
Yeah, so at first I think I just like I wanted to skip a meal because it's essentially throughout the day or every day it would be more breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and that's probably if I were to calculate that. I mean, not every meal is gonna be the same, but I would say probably each meal is like either 900 to like 1,000 plus calories, something like. So like if you calculate each one, it's like almost about you know 2,700 to like plus 3,500, something like that, depending like how much rice I eat and whatnot. And then from there, I'm like, okay, I probably I've seen some videos too. Thankfully, that's what helped me out too. Is like looking at like fitness videos and saying that like what I should eat, what's like the best thing to eat and whatnot. But at the end of the day, I told my mom since she was packing me food for lunch. God bless my mom still for making me food. I told her I'm like, Mom, please don't serve me too much because like I'm trying to eat less. Even though it was rough for her at first because she wants like her son to like eat well and whatnot, not be
I
hungry.
remember that. I remember I would make fun of you because she would be like, "Oh, I don't want you to get sick and die," and I'm
Yeah,
like, "Bro, what do you mean?"
yeah. I'll tell her it's not that deep. That's how I have to lose weight. And then yeah, I don't know if you see me too, but like sometimes my mom will like serve me this big plate of like rice and potatoes, and I'm like,
Yes, bro. I
dude.
remember.
And then I remember, I don't know if you remember eat too, but like now when I take out my container, I will bring in a separate plate, and then from there I'll obviously take out like the veggies and the protein, whatever I have to eat. But for rice and like potatoes, I'll take like just a little bit of it, and then I'll throw the rest out. Even though I hate throwing out food as much as the next guy because, but in order to lose weight, I can't eat all of that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and
That
it's a big thing in our cultures, right? Like eating a shit ton of carbs, whether it's rice or whether it's eating like,
Bread.
if you're Dominican, like mango or like yuca. It's like I don't know why we eat that much shit. I mean, thinking from like an evolutionary standpoint, of course, the bigger that we are, the heavier that we are, and a higher chance in nature of surviving. Because we can go, if we go without eating food for a long time, you don't know when your next meal is going to be. But if now we're in modern ages, we want to look good. We got to control the fucking calories that are coming in, and our Hispanic cultures and some other cultures, perhaps, it's a big thing to eat a shit ton of carbs, and that's what really puts on the weight on most people. Italians, it's what, like pasta and spaghetti and shit, right? Dominicans and Asians like rice,
Or Hispanic
So
is in general, like rice. I think almost
yeah,
all
rice,
Hispanics is
yeah,
just rice or potatoes. That's like the combo for
yeah,
them.
potatoes too. Yep, yep, all types of that shit.
Yeah, it's just yeah. Essentially, for me to lose weight, just I had to watch out what I eat and how much I eat, right? And then, like I was saying before, it was kind of rough at first, like because I'll be hungry. But I don't know if I ever complained in the office, but I would be pretty hungry. But one thing too, guys, the one great advice I would give to, I think I said this on another podcast episode, like don't be too harsh on yourself. If like you say, like sometimes there'll be like a rare occasion while I was losing weight that I will have like sweets every so often, but like not too often. Like I would say like once every week or or every other week. But if you decide to like go out and eat with your friends or something, like don't be strict about your diet. Like just go have fun. Like one day isn't gonna like make you gain like 20 pounds or something like that. It's just it's good. It's good mentally that you'll have like a cheat meal or like a cheat day or like a cheat snack. I say because like let's say I want chocolate in my mind, like as an example, right? But then like I look at fruit and like a banana or orange and I'm like, you know what, I should probably eat those. But if I eat the fruit and then I'm like, bruh, I still want that chocolate. It would have been better if I eaten the chocolate. I would have more satisfactory eating the chocolate itself than eating like fruit. And then essentially I've eaten more calories if I were to eat the fruit and the chocolate instead of just eating the chocolate itself.
So what are you saying in that situation? Like if you're craving a chocolate, but you also see a banana, which one would you say to choose?
So I would say go with whatever you're craving for. So like if I'm craving, like I said, it was like yeah, like I think you said this. I don't know if I misheard you, but like if I'm craving a chocolate right now, I'll eat the chocolate all the time every day. And that's what I was doing beforehand too. And I guess it may be hard for other people not to feel bad, but that's the one thing I definitely didn't. I think that's I don't know what video it was, but it's like yeah, don't be too harsh on yourself if you have like a cheat meal or like a cheat snack. Just once. If you don't do it every day, of course, it's fine. But like if you do it once in a blue or once a week, you'll be fine. Like your mental state will be in a much better place if I have that chocolate and if I didn't start eating other healthy stuff because then if I eat the other healthy stuff, I'll still be like I'll look at the chocolate. I'm like, dude, I really want to eat that now even more.
Got you.
Yeah,
Got you.
yeah. And then I guess I have like one more question actually. Since like I've been looking at your like Instagram content creation, like like you were saying, you're doing digital marketing, you're an entrepreneur now. So I guess this kind of answers itself. You're not doing IT work, no? Like so you went to like I don't know if it's a different career path or like so I guess essentially the end of the day is like what are you right now? Since because I met you as an IT person, as a help desk, and I kind of sort of got like what kind of like business you're promoting and such during your Instagram reel. But I want to ask you myself, like get a direct answer from you.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, it's very, very different from IT as far as now I'm doing marketing, and to be more specific, digital marketing, such as building websites for my clients, running Google ads for them, running Facebook ads for them, doing SEO on their websites and putting out content so that they can rank higher on Google and get more leads for their business. So that's the problem that I solve. I solve the problem of old school plumbers or like home service providers that think that the internet is bad and they have come to realize that they need it in order to survive if they want to grow their business. So I start introducing them to technology, right? Create a website for them, start running ads so they get more clients and stop relying on just referrals or word of mouth.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I
So
remember. I
that's what
remember
I
hearing
do.
that about that in one of your videos.
Yeah,
Like, don't
and
rely on referrals.
it's still similar to IT because it's still a very technical thing, right? We still have to manage DNS records when we're migrating websites. If one thing that I've been doing is if once we complete a website for a client, they buy their own domain, they buy their hosting, they can use that same domain for the website for their emails too, right? And it looks more professional.
Oh,
So
really? I didn't know that.
yeah, so I set them up for G Suite instead of Microsoft because Microsoft is much more expensive for the licenses. So little things like that are still very technical, and but just it involves a lot more creative work like design as well as uh, managing a business, right? Like being an owner and making shit happen.
Got you. Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Wow.
it's very different, but it's also some things are still similar. But as far as my day to day, it's completely different from what my job was. In fact, I'll talk about that for a quick second if you don't mind me,
No, no,
because
go on the
yeah,
full length,
like
bro.
yeah, thanks, bro. Because in fact, sometimes I even feel bad, right? Like, so I've been full time on this business now for this is my third week, and it's just not the same as having a regular job where you know what you have to do, right? You have your tasks that you know that where you left off yesterday, or somebody gets assigns that task to you. As a business owner, you're responsible for everything, right? You're responsible for getting new clients. You're responsible for managing and keeping your existing clients happy. I have a couple of guys on my team, virtual assistants that are in the Philippines and Pakistan. So I have to manage them. I have to create all the social media content. I have to upload the content. I run a podcast to get me more leads. So I have to create those podcasts. I have to invite people to the podcast and I have to edit them. So there's a lot more shit that I have to do day to day. And like managing my time is tough. And you don't exactly know what you should be spending your time on as an entrepreneur when you're doing it like for the first time. So I struggle with that because like I have like the whole day available to me, but I don't know what I should be doing at what time. So that's why scheduling shit it has become very very important to me. Uh, so I can schedule shit and know what I have to be doing at what time. Because if I just sit back and I just chill, I don't get shit done, and that's a problem.
God, yeah, I think I still have that problem from time to time, like lay back and chill. But like, I would say, yeah, time management as like, guys, if I don't know how young you guys may be, but like, let's say once you get like to adulthood and you start getting a job, or maybe if you're working even in high school or something like that, time management is very important, dude. Because like, you definitely depending on like your hobbies and you have maybe some personal work or like like Manny said, being an entrepreneur, you gotta like manage your schedule like correctly and so you could get stuff done. You definitely want to like I'm doing this at this time, I'm doing this at this time, and I'm doing this at this time. And I would say, working at the job that we work together, that kind of sort of disciplined me. I don't know if this was the right word, but like essentially when I would go to our fee our what do we call it, our office, depending I guess what time I had to go in, because it was kind of weird when the timing that when we had to go in to clock in and do morning shift or like the afternoon shift.
Yeah.
So depending what shift I had, like let's say if I had the morning shift, I'm like, okay, wake up super early in the morning, take a shower, go to work. After work, leave. So I'll be there till like I think it was like 4 or something. I forgot what time it was, but then come back. And then after coming back, I work out. Like I said, that time frame to work out. And then after that, take a shower again. And then after taking the shower again, I do my YouTube for like at least about an hour or two. And then after that, I could just like give myself some time to like relax and just do whatever me while my videos are rendering and whatnot. And then yeah, I think that like I would say. And then if I took the afternoon shift, I would work out. I would work out in the morning, shower, then from there, I would either like do YouTube for an hour or what's it called, do whatever I have to do, and then go to the job. And then if Manny's like driving me back home, that's it, dude. Like I said, when you drove me back home, dude, it was such a blessing, bro, because now it saved me like freaking an hour and a half of going back with the bus. So like I could do more YouTube stuff and whatnot. Since I already worked out in the morning, I don't have to like do that. So I could just either do more YouTube stuff, or I could just like just relax, have a day off, and just chill and play some games or talk to the boys sometimes, because we all need some time off. We all definitely want to talk with our friends that we have, and just just rant a bit or something, or just hear our other friends as well. But yeah, just you driving me back home, so helpful. But if I didn't have if you weren't in the office that day and I had to take the bus, I essentially come back home. I think I'd probably do YouTube for half an hour or something like that, and then I would just call it a day and then just go to bed or whatnot, or just watch a YouTube video or so. But yeah, time management is pretty rough. And I was actually talking to one I don't know if you remember my friend that I have in what's it call it in California, but yeah, she was telling me that like time management right now is pretty rough. And I'm like, yep, time management is very yeah. I actually just talked to her today.
You still send her letters and shit. You guys still send letters?
Yeah, from time to time. We haven't we haven't talked as we aren't talking as much as we used to, But yeah, she's doing fine and whatnot. But what's I gonna call it? Yeah, when she brought up time management, I'm like, yeah, that's it. So that was pretty cool. Like you bringing up time management, I'm like, yeah, it's a very important skill to have for sure, for sure.
Yeah, and like imagine just waking up in the morning and being like, "Oh shit, what should I do today?"
Yeah,
You're not gonna get jack shit done because you're in the bed and you're like, "What should I get done?" You don't even know what should get done. You don't know when it should be done. But if you think about it the night before, or if you physically put it on a calendar or Google Calendar or something, then it's just so much easier to wake up, look at it, and say, "Okay, let's get to it."
and if you have that consistent schedule, you're like, if you do it every day thing. So for now, for me, essentially for about like I would say 2 years at this point, it's wake up, work out, go to work, come back, YouTube, and then hour just chill or 2 hours chill or play games, whatever. And then
Yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah,
literally
that's
been
so much easier than something different every single day.
yeah, it could be rough, but yeah, but wow, I wasn't expecting time management to be brought up, but yeah, like guys, time management very important thing to have. But yeah, dude, I guess last thing too is I wanted to say is like guys, like I was saying before in the beginning of this, even though me and Manny haven't like talked for quite a while, you know you have a true friend, despite how long you haven't talked to them. You can still talk to them if like you just like tongue out the other day or yesterday, dude. It's like that's I'm so glad I met you, bro. Like it's just every time I talk to you, it's like it's not awkward, you know. I don't know if you
I
ever
know,
had.
I
I don't know.
know, and I know exactly what you mean, bro. Because I've had those conversations. You try to talk to like an old friend, and it's like, oh, I wish I hadn't started this conversation. But with us, like, it doesn't matter if we don't see each other for 10 years, bro. I'll
Yeah, yeah.
fucking pull up like, yo, see what the fuck, bro? What's good?
Yeah. yo,
Yeah.
yo,
All this-
I'll see Emmanuel with a freaking like a tux or something and with some Rolex and some shades. He'd be like, Z, is that you? I'm like, hell yeah, bro, it's me. I'll probably be some baggy ass freaking clothes and whatnot. But
Nah, bro, you're gonna be with a zoo too, bro. We're gonna meet up in Miami. We're gonna go grab some steaks, smoke some cigars, ride around the
sheesh.
Lambos. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, if you have those kinds of friendship, value it, dude. Like, and like I said, that's how you know you have a true friendship in your hands. If they talk to you like you just spoken to them the other day, super dope, man. Like, I'm so glad I met you, bro, in my life, man. Like, and then like I say, I think out of all the coworkers I've had, you're definitely like the coolest one. Still, you're still number one, bro. Like, you're still number one. Not to like, you know,
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, man.
you're still the top there. Like I look up to you and whatnot. And then I forgot to say this beforehand too, but when you like put out your working out videos, I'm like, damn, yo, I gotta grind like this guy, bro. This guy is putting out the grind, dude. Like it inspires me. I'm like, all right, bro, I gotta work harder, yeah.
Yeah, bro, that's so true. Same thing for me. In fact, I'm a part of a network. I think you've probably seen me post about it. It's called the BFP network.
I think so.
Um, and it's a network pretty much just a bunch of guys that are putting in the work, becoming the best versions of themselves. And we hold each other accountable as far as making sure we get in our workouts, making sure we're putting in the work on our business or in our jobs, or sometimes we meet up and we box to keep each other sharp. Sometimes we go out, we smoke cigars. So I think you would be awesome in that network, bro. And anybody else, just a piece of advice is like super cool when you can wake up and you have pictures and videos and guys are sending in updates on their life and they're showing themselves working out, and then you wake up and you're like, I don't feel like working out today. But then you see your boy send the
The
video, you're like,
progress.
fuck, I don't want to be the bitch. I have to go and work out.
I ain't
I'm gonna go and
slacking.
do it.
I am not slacking. You're like, yeah,
Yeah,
you
bro.
gotta.
And then you wake up and you get after it. Or if you ever want to ask anybody a question and then somebody's there to answer it because they've either been there or they are just so much more experienced than you. They make way more money than you, and they can give you that advice. That's gold right there. That's very, very helpful. I'm glad I'm a part of that too.
Yeah, I remember. I think I remember seeing that, and I'm like, damn, man, he's boxing, dude. He's gonna kick my ass one day. What the hell? I better not freaking go on his bad side. Holy hell. Yeah, bro. I see you put in the work, and keep grinding, bro. I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of the man that you've become and such. Like you,
Yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. And this is just the beginning, man. This is just the beginning of the ultimate form of myself. So yeah, man, we're still putting in the work, still trying to become the fucking top G of my life. So
same here, bro. Same here. All right, bro. I really appreciate your time that you came here, bro. Like it's such an honor. I was so nervous to ask you at first, honestly, to do the podcast, but I'm like, you know what? Let me shoot my shot. The only thing you can say is like, nah, bro, I'm busy. Which I mean, like, I mean, hey, you're trying to get this bread, bro. I understand. But yeah, do you want to like plug in your social media or anything that you want to plug in for like for the guys that are be looking into this?
yeah, for sure, man. So my Instagram is refined Manny. That's REFINED MANNY. That's where I am the most active. That's where I post, workout videos. That's where I post updates on my life, my business. And I also have Facebook and LinkedIn, but I don't really use those, so I'm not even gonna shout those out. Definitely go follow my Instagram again. That's Refined Manny. That's REFINED
Yeah, and I'll definitely put a link onto that in the description. And then, like I said, guys, beforehand, I'm gonna put the link for his podcast episode too, and I'm definitely gonna be looking into that to listen to. But yeah, bro. Once again, I appreciate you coming in. Like I said, like I was so scared at first. I'm like, dude, is he gonna say nah or is he down for this? And just like you always been, you're down for it, bro. Just like you always been since day one.
Always down, and don't be scared to ask people, bro, because there's some amazing people that are gonna be awesome guests on your podcast. So definitely don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah, I gotta get better at that, dude. I definitely gotta.
It will be a disservice for you not to ask them to join you on your podcast.
And then I was saying beforehand, like, you saw how long ago it's been since I made another podcast episode. But hopefully season 2 will come out. Hopefully I get a list of people to talk to. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it from me and Enmanuel. Emmanuel, thanks again for joining by. And guys, I'll see you, I guess, in another video. I don't know when the next Percast episode is coming by, but it'll come one day. All right. Peace out, everyone.
Peace out, everyone.